On 9 June 1999, the Indian Army's brave soldier, Captain Saurabh Kalia, was martyred. Saurabh Kalia was the first martyr of the Kargil War. When Pakistan returned Saurabh's body 22 days after his martyrdom, it was unrecognizable even to his family. His face was mutilated, he had neither eyes nor ears on his face, and only eyebrows were left. Along with Captain Kalia, 5 of his soldiers were also killed by Pakistan. The barbarity inflicted on Captain Kalia and his companions was a blatant violation of the rules of war. This nefarious act of Pakistan was also condemned at the international level. The torture inflicted on these Indian soldiers shocked the world. During the Kargil War, on May 14, 1999, Captain Saurabh Kalia went on patrol with 5 soldiers from his team. When they reached Bajrang Peak, they encountered Pakistani soldiers heavily armed with advanced weapons. However, Captain Kalia's squad had neither enough weapons nor much ammunition, as they were only on patrol with only 5 soldiers. On the other hand, the number of Pakistani soldiers was very high and they had enough ammunition. The intention of the Pakistani soldiers was clear: to ensure that Captain Saurabh Kalia and his companions did not return. They surrounded them from all sides. Captain Kalia and his companions fought fiercely with the intruders, but later the Pakistanis eventually captured them. After this, they were brutally tortured. When Saurabh Kalia's body reached his home on June 9, 1999, the entire city gathered to bid him a final farewell. Birsa Munda died on 9th June 1900 in Ranchi's Central Jail. He was a freedom fighter and folk hero of the Munda tribe. Due to his contribution to the freedom movement, he is revered as the god of earth, and his birth anniversary is celebrated every year as Tribal Pride Day. By the age of 20, Birsa Munda had already given the British a hard time. In 1895, Birsa Munda waged a war against the British state land ownership and revenue system. Birsa also revolted against the usurious moneylenders. These moneylenders used to take over the land of the tribes in exchange for loans, imposing restrictions on farming. In protest against this, in 1897, Birsa Munda, along with 400 tribals, attacked a police station, leading to a fierce battle between the British and the tribes. However, the bows and arrows of the tribal warriors could not last long in front of the cannons and guns of British. Many tribal warriors were martyred in this battle. After this, the British announced a reward of Rs 500 for the capture of Birsa Munda. It is said that Birsa Munda's own people provided information about his whereabouts to the British, after which he was arrested. Birsa Munda died a few days after his arrest, and it is believed that he was being given slow poison in jail, due to which he died.
शिक्षा देश का गौरव है और आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी शिक्षा का उद्यम है। आरकेडीएफ में सवारे अपना भविष्य। पीएचडी एमफिल करे अपने पसंदीदा विषय में। सर्टिफिकेट डिप्लोमा के 74 कोर्सेज। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी। आरकेडीएफ में सवारे अपना भविष्य। पीएचडी एमफिल करे अपने पसंदीदा विषय में। सर्टिफिकेट डिप्लोमा के 74 कोर्सेज केवल आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी में। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी। आरकेडीएफ में सवारे अपना भविष्य। सर्टिफिकेट डिप्लोमा के 74 कोर्सेज केवल आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी में। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशंस ओपन। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी भविष्य को लेकर परेशान है? आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी है इसका हल। पीएचडी एमफिल किसी भी विषय में। डिप्लोमा के अनेक अवसर है आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी में। एडमिशंस ओपन। आरकेडीएफ यूनिवर्सिटी। एजुकेशन ग्लोरिफाइज नेशन।
On June 9, 1964, Lal Bahadur Shastri was sworn in as the second Prime Minister of India. Following the death of the country's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, Gulzari Lal Nanda served as the acting Prime Minister as an alternative. Subsequently, Lal Bahadur Shastri assumed the role and became the second Prime Minister of the country. However, Lal Bahadur Shastri, who coined the slogan Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, could not remain Prime Minister for long. Despite this, the way he strengthened the country in the 1965 Indo-Pak War during his 1.5-year tenure is still remembered. During this time, Ayub Khan was the President of Pakistan. After Nehru's death, Pakistan had a meeting with Shastri Ji in 1964. After this meeting, Shastri Ji and Ayub Khan met, and Ayub Khan underestimated Shastri's resolve, mistaking his simplicity for his weakness. Ayub Khan felt that he could grab Kashmir by force, but this was Ayub Khan's biggest mistake. Ayub Khan sent infiltrators in August 1965 to capture Kashmir, but this war proved to be costly for Pakistan. When the Pakistani army attacked the Chamba sector, Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri ordered the Indian Army to open a front from Punjab, leading to an advance towards Lahore. By September 1965, India had almost captured Lahore and Pakistan was on the verge of losing this city. However, the United Nations intervened on September 23, 1965, and India subsequently declared a ceasefire. On June 9, 1716, Sikh commander Banda Singh Bahadur was murdered by the Mughals. Banda Singh Bahadur, who left home at a very young age to become an ascetic, was brutally killed by the Mughals, who cut out the heart of his own son and stuffed it in his mouth. It is said that when two Sahibzadas of Sikh Guru Gobind Singh Ji were bricked up in the wall, Guru Gobind Singh Ji reached Banda Singh Bahadur's small ashram. There he mentored Banda Singh and gave him his new name, Banda Singh Bahadur. Guru Gobind Singh Ji entrusted him with the responsibility of abandoning renunciation and freeing the people of Punjab from the atrocities of the Mughals. He gave Banda Singh 5 arrows, a sword, 3 companions and a decree in which it was clearly written that he should lead the Sikhs to free the people from the atrocities of the Mughals. After this, Banda Singh started working on this task and fought many battles against the Mughals. When he was eventually captured by the Mughals, he was tied up and taken to Delhi, where on June 9, 1716, he and some of his companions were brought to Bahadur Shah's grave in Mehrauli near Qutub Minar. There, they were asked to bow their heads in front of the grave. Even Banda's 4-year-old son, Ajay Singh, was brought and made to sit in front of him. On the orders of Kotwal Sarbar Khan, Ajay Singh was cut into pieces with a sword. Banda sat without moving. Ajay Singh's heart was taken out of his body and stuffed into Banda Bahadur's mouth. Following this, the executioner turned his attention to Banda, torturing him by cutting his body into pieces while keeping him alive as long as possible. Finally, the executioner decapitated him with a single blow of the sword. Banda Singh Bahadur was asked to choose between Islam and death, but this soldier of Guru Gobind Singh Ji chose death and sacrificed his life to protect his religion. On June 9, 1934, Disney's famous cartoon character Donald Duck appeared in front of the world for the first time. Disney released a film called The Wise Little Hen, in which audience saw Donald Duck for the first time. In this film, Donald Duck's voice was given by Clarence Nash. It is said that Disney got the inspiration for the character of Donald Duck from Clarence Nash himself. Actually, one day Nash was singing a song in a peculiar voice, and upon hearing it, Disney's founder Walt Disney thought it was funny and sounded like a duck. This inspired Walt Disney to create the Donald Duck character, following the success of his first cartoon character, Mickey Mouse.